Welcome back to the MMA Couch, the only fight show where we break down UFC main events like they're episodes of an epic saga. And I get to yell, "I told you so!" without shame. Once upon a time, back in March at UFC 313, a warrior named Alex Pereira was robbed of his crown. Magomed Ankalaev walked out with the belt, the judges smiled, and half of MMA Twitter glazed Big Ank and said, "No Shama!" And yes, I mean bedtime MMA. But in my prediction video, I said it. Robbery! Capital R. Poatan should still be champ. Fast forward to UFC 320, Pereira didn't just walk to the octagon. He emerged like a myth reborn. Silent, stoic, painted in shadows, carrying the aura of a man who doesn't come for decisions, he comes for destinies. And in just 1 minute and 20 seconds, he landed a right hand so violent, Ankalaev's legs turned into some noodle spaghetti strings. He followed him to the mat and rained elbows until Herb Dean had no choice but to save him. Title reclaimed, vengeance served, aura restored, life is peaking, and order in the MMA community has been restored. This wasn't just a rematch. It was the finale of a redemption arc. Poatan took back what was his, proved the doubters wrong, and rewrote the story of this division. Everyone doubted Pereira. Everyone was picking Ankalaev over Pereira. The Weasel had Ank by finish. Bedtime had Ank by finish. And even the MMA Guru had Ank by finish. But I knew this bum stood no chance against Poatan. How no one saw Ankalaev's weakness of dropping his hands baffles me. And the one dude who agreed with me on Pereira winning was the one and only GOAT, Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson. So once more, I told you so! Now buckle up because we're about to break down every second of this fight. How Pereira looked sharper, why Ankalaev never got a chance, and what this win means for the future of the light heavyweight division. Let's dive in. I don't know if any of you casuals noticed this, but as soon as I saw the aura oozing from Pereira during the stare down, I knew that fight was done. Ankalaev was cooked from that moment. He stood no chance. And since the fight only lasted about a minute, we're going to break down the whole thing. As soon as the fight started, Pereira immediately and aggressively takes the center and throws a 1-2. Not to land or cause any damage, but simply to assert his dominance. Basically telling Ankalaev, "You're not on my level. How dare you share the same octagon with me? A 2-division Glory kickboxing world champion and a 2-division UFC world champion.
How dare you?"
And he doesn't let Ankalaev breathe for a single second. Perfect game plan. Going forward, unlike the first fight. And when he's got Ankalaev against the cage, he digs in a right to the body, then a jab to the body. Ank's response to this was to raise his leg to try and keep Alex away, like pathetic! Alex then throws his trademark left hook, but Ank, to his credit, slips on the inside. Alex then follows up with a right hand. Ank evades again and circles back to the center. But it's short-lived, as Pereira pressures forwards and blasts an inside leg kick, kicking Ankalaev's lead leg back into the parallel stance. You can tell Alex was using the Jan Blachowicz approach, only going for inside leg kicks when Ankalaev was in southpaw. And Ankalaev finally fires back with a left-right and airballs, proceeding to make the exact same mistake I was talking about in my preview. He drops his hands after throwing a punch. There was no way Ankalaev was ever going to win this fight with such a glaring hole in his game. Alex then goes back to the inside leg kick, this time going shin to shin, like with no care at all. Ankalaev comes back with a right hook, and again, airballs. Once more, dropping his hands. It is genuinely no surprise he got TKO'd by Alex Pereira. Alex then chops the leg again, kicks him into the orthodox stance. Now Ankalaev's stuck in orthodox, a stance he's not used to. Now that Ank is in orthodox, Pereira can finally land his signature calf kicks. The same ones that have been a problem for everyone he's fought. But Ank actually checks one when Alex's foot smashes into his knee. That's probably when Alex broke his foot. That kick right there. But, since it's Poatan, of course he kept fighting like a gangster. Ank tries to escape with his back against the cage. He's trying to go side to side, trying to find a way out. But Alex is just, with the pressure is insane. The pressure, man. The pressure. He's cutting him off, giving him no space at all. And then the moment we've all been praying for, the moment we've all been looking forward to finally arrives. Alex throws a big overhand that lands on the inside of Ankalaev's check left hook, exposing Ankalaev's habit of keeping his hands low. Rocked badly, Ankalaev crumbles and panic wrestles to survive, like, "Get off of me! Stop hitting me!" But Alex, of course, stuffs the takedown with ease, maintaining his 100% takedown defense rate against Ankalaev. And from there, with Alex on top, the hammer fist and elbow onslaught began. At first, Pereira drops hammer fist. Then he has a thought. These hammer fists, they're cute and all, but I need more damage. What can I use? Well, let me tell you, Alex. You can use 12 to 6 elbows now. They're legal. And that's exactly what he did. He switches to the 12 to 6 elbows, bouncing Ankalaev's head off the canvas until Herb Dean mercifully steps in and protects Ankalaev from receiving any more brain damage. Thus, once again crowning Alex Poatan Pereira the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, and bringing with it balance to the world. Order has been restored. Isn't life just beautiful? I can hear the birds singing. I see the butterflies in the fields. What a wonderful, wonderful start of the week it has been. That whole minute and 20 seconds was glorious. Some would even say sensational. It was so glorious it even brought Yuri to tears. Yuri in that moment was all of us. Not me though. I was screaming like a maniac.
Oh, he cracked him! Oh, he hurt him! He hurt him! He hurt him! Oh my God! It's over! Herb! It's over! Herb! It's over! He's not defending Herb! Herb! It's over, Herb! Herb! He's done! Herb! He's done! Yes!
And that makes it the easiest fight in Alex Pereira's career. Ironic, isn't it? The quote-unquote hardest matchup for Alex Pereira turned out to be the easiest fight of his career. I mean, he destroyed him in 80 seconds. And the theater didn't stop there. Pereira goes over to defeated Ank, gives him words of encouragement, then says Shama in his face, heads to the center of the octagon, and starts a Shama chant that echoes throughout the whole T-Mobile arena. Absolute cinema. And all of this happened after Ankalaev's no Shama at the press conference. You remember that clip?
Shama уже давно потушили. No Shama.
Mentiroso. Chama.
That clip is MMA lore now and forever. This is just peak entertainment. Absolute cinema. So, what's next for Alex Pereira? On one hand, you've got a fresh matchup with Carlos Ulberg, who's coming off a first-round knockout of Dominic Reyes. He's Adesanya's teammate, so you got the, CKB rivalry there. He also has his signature left hook, and he's someone Poatan hasn't fought. On the other hand, you have the trilogy with Yuri Prohaska. Yuri's built different. That comeback win against Khalil was pure cinema. He was down 2 rounds, then decided, let's go for that. And dog walked him. One shot. And when Yuri decides he's had enough, there's nothing you can do. Literally, when Yuri just decides like enough is enough, I'm going to finish you, there is nothing you can do. Unless you're Alex Pereira. Personally, I'd like to see Ulberg get a shot for 2 reasons. First, it's a fresh matchup. We've already seen Yuri against Alex twice. They were both knockout wins for Poatan. And number 2, Ulberg is the only guy in the top 6 Alex hasn't beaten. Beat him, and there's no one left. Which means that lines up the super fight with Tom Aspinall for the White House card. And I want that fight. But what do you think? Should Alex run it back with Yuri, give Ulberg his shot, or go straight for a heavyweight super fight? And how about that Shama chant? Was that the most cinematic moment of the year? Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button if you're feeling the aura, and subscribe so you never miss me screaming about fights for 8 minutes straight. If you enjoyed the videos and would like to support the channel, you can do that by buying me a coffee with the pinned comment down below. This has been the MMA Couch. Order restored, aura intact. See you next time.
And I have one last thing to say.
Chama.